Okay, fellow Quest riders, I've got a pretty serious question here to ask. I'm trying to figure out why, once again, after about less than 100 miles or so, I went out on a ride today and took the Quest, and the rear bearing started squealing, as I noted in my previous video. So I came home after riding, went ahead and finished the ride. I did about, I don't know, 20 miles. Came home and took everything apart. The axle slid out incredibly easy, things like that. Came apart real nice. And one of the things that I found was one of my bearings, evidently when I was installing it last time, put some kind of a dent or something in it, and it didn't start screaming until I guess it started to wear in a little bit. Now this bearing kind of catches as it goes around. I don't know if you can see that, but it catches. It's got a little catch right there. It doesn't want to roll as the ball bearings go by that little bit. So I took that out, thought, okay, that should be good. Now one of the problems that I'm having is when I turn the wheel, I don't know if you can see, but it's almost as if the axle has a warp in it. And this is causing some real big problems. Now when I bought this Quest, and I took apart the bearings because they were messed up the first time, it only had 2 bearings in it. But one of the things that I'm noticing is it's got huge amounts of play in it. You can see as I just put some side load on the wheel, it's got huge amounts of play. Now I put the right bearings in it. I put the bearings that were called for in the manual. I don't remember the number off the top of my head, but that's what I got, and I put those bearings in there, and now I'm having these problems where there's some huge play in the axle. So if anyone has any suggestions on what I should look for, what I might try, I'd be open to them. I'm going to take this back apart again and try and replace a spacer in a different spot and see if that helps, because as you can see, I put a spacer on the outside, and I think that was supposed to go inside in between the bearings in the axle, which is where it was originally, and I thought maybe that was part of the problem that caused some of the damage, so I changed it up. Really not sure how that goes, because the book doesn't say, and I haven't really been able to find anything online that shows really how it's supposed to go. So any helpful suggestions out there, I'd be happy to have them. Thanks.